Hey kids, we're here. We're like, look at who's here. The
Hi.
Braves organist. Is this cool? And he's got his, no,
the
it's okay.
colors.
It's okay. It's okay. He's from Chicago. So we're going to be going live in a minute, but stay tuned. We've got a lot happening and lots to talk about, and I'm excited to engage you. And you know, my MO is I sort of get my guests in here and I talk about some of the stuff that's important for my demographic and my audiences and try to get your input. So are you single, married?
Married.
You're married. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. So we'll just talk. So I need to know this stuff beforehand. So because we have my topics and stuff, but that'll go quickly, and then we're going to talk all about what you have going on.
Sure.
I'm excited.
Sounds good.
So what do you think about Sweet Caroline?
Sweet Caroline?
I almost wore my Red Sox gear. I almost did. I almost did.
You know what? I'm friendly with the Red Sox organist on Twitter and Facebook.
Oh,
He's
fun.
really nice. His name is Josh Cantor.
Fun.
And he's been there for maybe 15 years or so.
Fun.
Or 10 years maybe.
All right. I almost did the Red Sox but I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to take away from the
A couple former Red Sox, right? David Ross was on the Red Sox for a little bit. I think, right?
Where is he? I don't know where he is now.
He just went with the Cubs last night.
There you go.
Yeah.
What do I know?
And was
Hey,
John
Nikki.
Lester with the...
Oh, John Lester. He was.
He was with the Red Sox.
He was.
He won with the Cubs last
Yes.
night. Yeah.
So, hi, Nikki. Hi, Brian. Hi, Trisha. Hey, Steven, 27. We'll see ya. We're going to be on in a few minutes. Nikki, what's going on? I'll see you at Thanksgiving. I'll be home.
Is that your sister?
No, Nikki. That's a guy.
Oh.
A friend I grew up with.
Oh, sorry.
Trisha, no, he's a guy. He lived behind me growing up. I know my whole life. Hi, Gina. How are you today? Are you going away? So have a good weekend. Hi, Snowman. Hi, kids.
My wife used to live in Bedford, Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's Route 3. It's not too far.
Boston?
It's not too far. Not too far. It's a little bit out there. A little bit out of the city, but it's not too far. Maybe like a half hour, 45.
Okay.
Depends on the traffic, of course. All right, kids. We get some big... Hi, Mama.
That's your mom?
No, he's saying hi, Mama, to me.
You got tons of fans. Look at that.
Hmm?
You have tons of fans on there.
I love everybody. That's why.
Yeah.
I love you all. You know I do. I totally love you all. Like, I want to cry. I know, I get like that.
That's good.
I'm a little goofy like that. Okay, we're getting ready. I'm jealous you're going to the beach. I want to go to the beach, Gina.
It's warm enough here.
I want to go to the beach.
Was it 81 degrees today?
At the beach?
No, today here.
I don't know what
It's
to
warm
wear
enough over
anymore.
here.
I'm dying. I'm hot. I don't know what to wear. All right. Okay. So I turned 50 last week, 2 weeks ago.
Wow. And you're admitting it.
Oh, I had a big party.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
I rang in 50 like I was 21.
Lordy, look who's 50? No,
Yeah.
It doesn't quite work that way.
Come on, I expect more from a musician. Need to be singing that shit. I can say that on Facebook, not on here.
Not on here.
No. We'll be getting $1 million fine. Here we go, kids. Oh. Like a Fifth Avenue diamond, they don't make you like they used to. You're never going out of style.
This is the Just Steph Show. I'm your host, Steph Palermo, your Italian Boston girl.
Move south to
who shows you how to enjoy life.
right here on Love 860.
Every Thursday, 11 a.m. until noon. Tune in weekly for tips on enhancing your life by balancing body, mind, and heart.
And featuring Living Atlanta.
And find out where to go this weekend.
Steffi, you're so classic. Hey, this is Steph Palermo, and it's the Just Steph Show. Everybody has two lives. The second one begins when you realize you only have one. We are second lifers. We're empty nesters, newly single, and those starting over. H3, your healthy, happy, hip years are just beginning. The bat phone is connected, so give me a buzz to chat today, 404-355-8699. Tell me what's going on in your life. I want to hear from you. And also, tell me what you're doing this weekend, because, I always tell you where I'm going to be. And we've got a great show for you today. I have Matthew Kaminsky, yay.
It's a pleasure being here.
I'm so this is the Braves organist. How exciting is this? And look he's a Cubs fan. He's from Chicago.
I could wear this hat for at least a week.
No,
right?
you definitely haven't. How exciting.
And then back to the Braves gear after that.
Right, absolutely. But how exciting is that? Your home team won. You gotta love your home team.
I'm 39 years old, and I've never seen them win. My wife's grandfather is actually 103 years old. He's not a Braves fan, but he's actually never been alive to see them win until last night.
The Cubs.
The Cubs, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Cubs.
He's not a Cubs fan, but...
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, it was like sort of when the Red Sox broke the curse.
Yeah.
My grandfather was like, "Oh, I can die in peace now." That's what happens with the baseball thing.
Yeah.
All right,
Same thing with Cubs.
I know. You know what? We're gonna divert to football for a minute because I've got my guys out there. I know the guys all know what's going on, but this is even to keep the girls up to date so they can see what their guys are doing if they're really doing this. Okay, so on Saturday, Louisville for my friend Paul. Louisville is at Boston College. How is that, right? We should have made a trip, Paul. We could have gone up there together. You could have gone to the game, and I could have gone visit my family. Okay, Georgia Tech is at North Carolina at 12:30, and Georgia is at Kentucky at 7:30. Alabama is at LSU Saturday night at 8 p.m. Thank God I'm single. I don't have to watch a football game on a Saturday night. And Nebraska is at Ohio State. That's for my cool Nebraska guy at 8 o'clock. Now the Falcons are on tonight, and they're at the Buccaneers. Are you a Falcons fan?
Thursday night. Yeah, I'm both the Chicago Bears and Falcons fan.
Right. Well, I'm a Tom Brady lover. He's
I'm
my
sure
boyfriend.
you are.
He's my boyfriend.
And
And so, yeah. Hey, who invited this guy to this place? So the Falcons are at the Buccaneers. I'm going to go watch a little bit at Huey Lewis tonight with Kenny's kickoff crew. We're going to be watching the Falcons for a little bit. And
very cool.
yeah, so I'll do that for a little bit, and then it looks like the Arizona Cardinals have a bye this week, and so do the Pats. So Tom Brady must be coming to visit me this weekend. And so Monday Night Football is it's the Bills at the Seahawks. That's what's going on for football. So anyway.
The Falcons are looking pretty good this year so far.
Yeah, not too bad. So what did you do this weekend?
This weekend, played with my kids.
There you go.
So I have a 3 and a 6-year-old at home, 2 girls.
Fun.
So I'm in trouble.
I'm looking forward to that being like 13 for you.
Yeah. So first grade, and one goes to daycare.
Fun.
But we had a lot of fun. We went trick-or-treating on Monday.
Right. Oh, fun.
I was actually a cowboy.
Oh, nice.
I got my cowboy gear, and my daughters were Anna and Elsa. Do you know? Are you familiar?
Is that Frozen?
That's Frozen.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah,
Because
there
I've
you
been
go.
out of this for a while, and I have boys. I have 4 boys, and my kids are older. So I did that. That was good for me. That was a good trivia.
Our house is full of Frozen memorabilia, toys, puzzles, coloring books.
God. I'm probably
Unreal.
you know what? I mean, my son's 24, and I could be having, he's with his girlfriend for a long time, and that grandbaby thing isn't that out of my scope. I'm 50.
Yeah.
My mother, when my mother was 50, I had 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it can happen. You never know. I hope just not right this second. Okay, so where I was, I had a great weekend. Friday I went to Hal's, and then I was at Whiskey Mistress for their John Seifert's masquerade party. I went in with my scary mask. That was super fun. And then I ended up at Wild Wings in Dunwoody watching the Bon Jovi tribute band Slippery When Wet.
Oh, cool.
So that was kind of fun. And then Saturday, I was at 3 Sheets. I did my Cardio Blast class in the morning. I made it to Cardio Blast. I did go. And then I was at 3 Sheets for Boo Bash. And that was fun. I went as Catwoman. So that was kind of
So
fun.
2 different outfits
Yes,
this weekend.
yes,
Oh, wow.
yeah. I like to mix it up a little bit. And then Sunday, I went to Huey Lewis to watch the Falcons, so that was super fun. And then I've just been hanging home with the kids this weekend. So, I wanted to talk about 11 signs. I found this article, it's called 11 Signs of a Healthy Friendship. So, I wanted to talk about this because when it comes to the holidays, I think, because let's face it, we're here, it's November.
Already.
And I know that, being down here, there's a lot of transplants, and I have a hard time getting through. Like, I'm fine at Thanksgiving, although this year I'm going home to Boston for Thanksgiving for the first time in probably 10 years, and which will be super fun because I don't have to cook.
Mm-hmm.
I can just show up.
Yeah.
I'll be at my aunt's house and I can take a nap afterwards while they clean up. Isn't that bad? I do that all the time. It's terrible. But anyway, I can recreate Thanksgiving pretty well, but I can't recreate Christmas like I do, like it was growing up for me. And now with the name like Kaminsky, are you Polish?
Yep, big Polish family.
Well, it's ethnic, and you're from Chicago. Chicago has a lot of Polish neighborhoods.
I believe it's the second largest Polish city next to
Krakow,
Warsaw.
Warsaw.
Warsaw, Poland.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that too. I've been up there, but I'm Italian, and I can never recreate Christmas down here like I did up there, and so it's very hard for me. But I have my friends, and I like to rely on my friends for that kind of stuff. I mean, I have my kids and my family and stuff like that, but it's kind of not. It's just not that big crowd that we had at the holidays. So I like to appreciate my friends, and so I pulled out some stuff on friendship, and I have some great friends. Do you have a lot of friends down here?
Yeah. I've been here since
Atlanta's
1998,
great.
so I think I've accumulated some friends.
Yeah, but I think Atlanta I have great friends from here, and I have my friends from Boston. They'll always be more like they're my family, but my friends here too have become like my family, and I really love them, and I can trust them. These are some of the things that you can trust each other. You can talk to each other. You feel comfortable in silence. You support each other's life aims, and time and space is not an issue. And I feel that when I go home to Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have family and friends back in Chicago?
I'll be there next week.
Oh,
actually.
What are you doing? Are you going for the parade?
No, I guess I booked it a week too late, but I'm actually playing a show up there with a jazz band.
Oh, fun!
Yeah.
I
so
love
I'm going to
that.
be performing up there next Sunday, November 13th.
Great.
I'll
And
be
so
up
you'll
there.
see your family?
Well, my sister lives up in Wisconsin,
Uh-huh.
so I'll be driving up there for a couple of days. And then all my extended family lives around there. So I'm hoping that they could come to see me rather than me driving to like 10 different suburbs to see them.
Right. I know. That's what happens when I go to Boston. I try and do one gig and have everybody come visit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That'd be great.
But, this is one of the big things is that you laugh and joke. And I can tell you that, my friends and family from Boston, we would laugh from like that belly laugh, and I thought I lost it. And I have such great friends here that we do crack up, and I need that. I need that. I need to relax a little bit and let my hair down. A healthy friendship is mutual. So this is really was one of the biggest points that I saw. Besides, the other one was you are there when the other needs you, and I've had some great friends be there for me, especially this summer. It's been a year, but the healthy friendship is mutual. That means there's reciprocity. There is give and take on both sides, and it's not just draining. And I've had situations where it's just draining, and you have to sort of walk away from the toxicity of those kind of relationships because you're tired and you don't have enough energy for anybody else.
Yeah, sometimes I guess I've had friends in the past where you feel like you're making the effort to do things with, but they never call back, or they never kind of suggest things to do or go out without you having to call them.
Right.
So that's their reciprocity right there.
Well, yeah, and I think too, sometimes I'm like, why do you want to be my, what do you want from me? Like, you just don't even contribute to a conversation, or anything of value. And I don't mean it has to be, you have to always do stuff for me, but even something as simple as an uplifting word, or how are you, or what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's stuff that I do. I mean, I try to say, hey, what are you doing today? I'm thinking about you. And that, because that's important, because that people are important to me, and especially the people here in Atlanta, because I just truly cherish them and I love them, and I can't worry that, you know, I'm going to make a phone call to somebody and they feel weird, but I just want to say, hey, what are you doing? What's going on?
Yeah.
And it doesn't always have to be a text or whatever. It could be a phone call. I think I'm old-fashioned. I like a phone call. Pick up the phone and don't always just text, and I like to talk.
I'm kind of guilty in that respect, where I'm not a lover of talking on the phone all the time.
I mean, I get you. I don't have hours to talk on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm just saying once in a while, like if I'm driving, you know, I'll say, okay, you know what, I haven't talked to so-and-so.
Right.
I'm just going to give them a quick buzz, and even if they don't answer, I can say, hey, it's Steph, I'm driving. I just wanted to tell you I was thinking about you.
You know, that's actually the place where I've phone called the most, in my car.
Right.
You know, we want to kill the time driving on 285.
Right.
Or 400.
All right, so, you know, I have some dating advice for second lifers, and this is the Just Steph rules of dating. Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know. Okay, so, you know, I know that you're married. How many years you been married?
8 years.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, we've been together for 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
So before you got together, how'd you meet? Is it
Well,
on Tinder?
back then, it was Yahoo Personals.
Oh, that's kind of
Yeah.
cool. So you did the dating
So
app
before,
back then?
yeah, before it became popular, I guess.
So like BT before Tinder, or BM before Match.
Wait. We don't want to talk about BMs.
Sorry. All right. Well, you know what? It's so funny because you know, I'm single, and I've been single for over a couple years, and you know, so I've done the whole dating app thing, and at first it was really sort of exciting because I got to meet all these new people, and I'm talking to all these new guys and think, oh, you know, they say all these nice things to you, and then they really don't do anything afterwards. It's all a bunch of baloney. But and so you get sort of a little boost from it, and then after a while, to me, it was like I'm going to say something. I felt like I was sort of pimping myself because I'm like having to say, oh, well, yeah, like they'll ask you questions like, well, yeah, I'm really good at that. And I like, do you cook? Yeah, I'm a great cook. Like, I'm trying to sound like, you know, it's like a checklist. And I thought, I'm like, this is so shallow.
You start having like the same speech.
Yeah.
And over.
Well, yeah. You know what I do? This is so bad. I actually cut and paste messages. And because I never put anybody's name in there. I'm like, hey there, how you doing? How's your day going? And then cut, paste. I don't have time.
Notepad.
I know, it's so bad. But you know what? It's just, you know what? And the thing is, you know, it's hard. And then I find myself, I get a little depressed about it because it's like so many men, so nothing going on. I mean, it's ridiculous. And so, but I found this article on when to sort of give it up, and I give them up every once in a while. Okay, so it says, when you're relying on matches, like Match for your self-esteem. So if it's just if you're there to just boost your ego, it's time to take a break. You need to like look in the mirror and figure out what your problems are, because you need to like find some other means to feel good about yourself. You wish you were more productive, and here's what's going on. Like, I'm thinking, like, how is anybody working? They're swiping, you know, they're not working, or they're on Match at the office or whatever. And I get that, because then you sort of fall into it. You know, it's kind of crazy.
Trap.
You're not excited about your dates. Okay, this is where I'm at. I'm not really at I'm actually excited. I always am excited about, you know, dates, because I'm positive like that. But you get to the point where it's like, I got to go on another first date, because what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And then you got to go do the whole thing over again, and blah 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 blah. And then you have to see if you know, it's just.
You know, I actually did not enjoy dating as much.
Yeah.
So when I found my wife, I knew pretty quickly that she was the one. Because
and then you're done, right?
Yeah.
Because then you want to focus. You say, okay, you know pretty quickly. You've gone out a couple of times. You get to know them. You say, okay, there's a connection there. So why do I want to spend all my energy with all these other first dates when I can spend 5 dates with this girl?
Correct.
You
Yeah.
get to know her, get to know how, if we work together.
Mhm.
And then you'll know pretty quickly if that's going to, if you don't spend time with them, you're not going to know.
Yeah, because usually the first couple dates are just
It's discovery.
not the real you.
Right.
You're on your best behavior.
Right, absolutely. And here's one, you haven't taken a break from dating in years. So if you haven't taken a break, you probably need a break. Like I took a good long break for a while. I mean, I had a long-term, I would call it long-term, 7 months is long-term for me. But, and then after that was over, I didn't go out with anybody because I needed to just take care of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I shut off the apps every once in a while and I say, forget it, I'm not doing this. And so, and then you spend more time on apps than meeting people. Now here's the problem, there's a bunch of, it's like pen pals. I said, and the dating experts like Julie Spira and all of the top online dating experts say, move very quickly to text and then move very quickly to go out. You shouldn't be, go out like on a date and meet because, and Jasmine's giving the furry eyebrow, really? Well, you text and you find out pretty quickly if you want to go out with them because some weird thing will come out in a text. I can tell you. I already nicked somebody for tonight. So no. Ixnay. No, weirdo. And so you have to, if you're not actually saying, let's go out and meet, because that's when you know if you're going to work, because you can have all the great, banter back and forth, but until you meet somebody, you don't really know if there's that chemistry there, and you need the chemistry to go on.
Well, 10 years ago when I met my wife, texting was not as prevalent as it is today.
Right.
So I'm actually curious on how our relationship would have been a little bit different to start off with today rather than 10 years ago.
Well, don't talk to her, just send her a bunch of texts today. No.
Well, we do that a lot these days because she's at work and she can't be talking on the phone during work. And,
absolutely.
And sometimes I'm at work and stuff like that. So we do it more for function.
Right.
And
who's going to pick up the kids?
Yeah, who wants to pick up the food? What do you want to make for dinner? Stuff like that. We don't want to waste our time calling for that.
Right. Well, and that's a good way to use text. Is meet you there. Meet you at 7:30. See you there. But it's not really good because I think what happens is over text, especially over a long period of time, things can become misconstrued, and then people form judgments that are false. And I've had this with guys where you're texting for a week, and then all of a sudden somebody says something, whether it's me or him, and then I'm going, I wonder if this would have come out if we had, if we had met and to see if there was something there, and
face to face.
Because you can't really tell via text if, what their meaning is.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to see or tell if they're sarcastic. Or if they're joking, or if they're really serious.
Yeah, see, I'm very sarcastic.
And then
and sassy.
I might be kind of a pickler for punctuation.
Ah.
So if I started texting with someone where they're misspelling everything, that would put a little bit of a different thought in my head.
Well, I can see that even on their profile summaries if they have bad grammar, because I'm an author, and I'm an author, and so. From the engineering room, where they're showing me pictures of their Tinder. That is hilarious. Oh my God. There you go.
Oh,
Swipe right. She's cute. Well, maybe not.
So I don't think Tinder existed 10 years ago.
No, you know what?
Match was there, I believe, but Yahoo Personals was actually free.
Well, I have to tell you, Tinder is free and so is Bumble. And I have to tell you, if you put weird stuff up on Tinder and I see you, I will screenshot it and I keep them all. And I use them for funny things, like, is this you? I mean, I am not kidding you. I have been screenshotting Tinder forever. Since I got on a year and a half ago. And I have the wackiest stuff on it. Really, I can't even believe people are this nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And so
you can make memes out of them.
Oh my God! Some of them would be a little obscene, but it's very funny. But yes, I can't even believe that people put these pictures up of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of crazy. So I think sometimes you need to take a break from the dating, and you have to take a look in the mirror and see you know, why you're doing this. And I wrote this blog called The Love Buffet, and it talks about why you're actually trying to find somebody to go out with, or find somebody to love. So I think it's on juststeph.com, and it's The Love Buffet. It's a pretty good blog, and I'm such a foodie with being Italian that I likened the dating world to a buffet, and why you're there. Like, do you want to simply, you know, do you have a craving to curb? Do you just have a sweet tooth, or do you want something substantial that sticks to your ribs? You know, so I talk about that kind of stuff. So I think that you know, it's a good blog to see if really you ought to be at the buffet at all. Maybe you need to go on a diet. A starvation.
Get off the carbs.
Get off the carbs. Just get on the protein. Whatever. Just do something. Get away. But okay, so take a risk. Be vulnerable. Share your heart and love always. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, Matthew Kaminsky, and this one is for the birthday peeps. Amy Strauss-Boehm, Tim Andrews from the you know, my friend Tim Andrews, he used to be on the Regular Guys,
Okay,
and
cool.
Lindsay White. All right. All right, so we got 30 minutes. Let me see who's here. Hi, Tia. Tia says, go Cubs. My kids are in Chicago.
Yeah.
Hi, Tiana. Hi, Lizzie Baker. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Michael D. Hi, Patricia.
Are these two screens the same?
No, this one is for Periscope.
And
this is
Facebook Live.
And Facebook Live.
No.
Hi,
Facebook
Simi.
Live.
Okay, Dia says, speaking about Tinder, my daughter asked me if I was on there and I said, of course not. Well, apparently some chick copied my Facebook profile photo and put it as her profile picture. Well, maybe you're looking good.
That's scary, though.
I know that is scary.
Could be some scary stuff.
There's wacky people out there. They're nuts. Hey, Lizzie Baker, what's going on, baby? I haven't seen you in forever. When you coming home? Deanna, I'll be home in Thanksgiving. This is a good song. It's Tuxedo.
This is how you keep up with all your friends from high school and
Yeah, I got everybody
all your
here.
Boston friends?
Yeah, my Boston friends, my family.
Mhm.
Yeah, everybody. But you know, on Facebook, yeah. So, what's everybody doing this weekend? It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great weekend. It's gonna cool down a little bit. Can I please wear a jacket or something? Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sweating every day. All right, do you guys like my hair? You know what I did? I just wet it in the shower and just pulled it up. That's all I did. I just grabbed the ponytail and pulled it up. And I said, oh, it looks so good. I'm not going to touch it. Because I'm getting my hair blow dried tomorrow. I have a date. Tomorrow night. It's like a big
Not
deal.
the one that you canceled for tonight.
I didn't. Well, you know what I said? This guy, and he was just. I'll tell you what happened because I can say this on Facebook, right? He was texting with me, and I said, "Well, I'm going to be going." I said, "Come meet me for a drink if you want for a minute, you know." And then, but I have other places to go. And he was like, "How naughty are you?" I was like,
right away.
"Do not." Yeah. And I said, "No, no, no. Never, ever. Do not show up where I'm at. I know everybody there, include from the valet to the owner of the place, and do not come."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I said no.
It could be a little bit scary, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah.
How long have you been doing the show?
I'm here about a year and a half.
Oh yeah.
But
Cool.
then I was on internet
Okay.
for a little bit before that. So and I raised my kids for 20 years, and so I was wanted to go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Although there's no money in radio or any other kind of entertainment for that matter. But anyway,
Podcasts.
huh?
There's no money podcasting.
No, well, and my stuff is all on podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's no, but I'm writing and all that stuff.
Oh, good for
Are we-
you.
I'm waiting to see if we're on. What happened? Oops. Are we on? Oh, she's gonna do something. Oh,
Hey,
it's here. There it
that's me.
is. Yeah.
That's the Fox Theater organ called the
Oh,
Mighty
okay.
Mo.
See, he would know that. I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. There's your little intro.
Yeah.
Well,
That's my theme song.
yeah. Well, yeah. Take me out to the ball game. It should be. I mean, you want everybody to come out to the ball game. If they don't, you're in trouble. And
Well, I played for the Braves for 8 years,
Uh huh.
at least 81 games a year.
How fun.
So do the math. I've played that song that many times.
Oh my God. Well, somebody figure that out and let us know how many that is. So, so what was I going to say? So you're from Chicago, which which is exciting. I mean, it couldn't have been in any better timing because I know I was trying to get you on before and then I had to move you a little bit.
Yeah.
But now it's the day after the
The
Cubs.
day after, yeah.
The Cubs. It's baseball. That's what you do.
It was one of the best games I've ever seen.
So-
Yeah, and ended about 1 o'clock in the morning.
So how fun is that?
Yeah, it was great.
And I know there's so many, it's a melting pot here in Atlanta, so there's lots of Chicago fans. And because I know even when I go to the Braves game and I go to see the Red Sox when they come, there's a lot of Red Sox fans too.
Mhm,
I mean,
yeah.
it's a nice melting pot of
Yeah.
people, but I think, there's also a good home base here.
Mhm. Well, since working for the Braves, I'm definitely a Braves fan as well.
Right. Of
But,
course you want them to
but
win.
I could split my allegiances. If they're not playing each other, then I could root
Right.
for one or the other.
Well, I mean, don't you think that, you're always going to love where you grew up, the home team?
I think so. Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm 39 years old, and when I was maybe 7 or 8, the Cubs went really far in the playoffs in 1984,
Uh-huh.
and that's like that prime time in Chicago, 84, 85 is where the Bears beat the New England Patriots.
Oh,
Super
Barry,
Bowl.
when we were doing Bury the Bears, we were trying to do that.
You had Tony Eason as quarterback.
Oh my gosh. You know what? That was the year I graduated. I graduated high school in
Mhm.
'84.
Yeah.
So,
Did you remember that?
I
Were you a
rem-
football fan? back then?
you know what? I wasn't back then. I can tolerate it now.
Mhm.
You'd have to read my book to figure out why. I did a whole.
Yeah.
One of my chapters is called "What's the Spread." My father gambled, so we didn't really love football. My sister and I.
You love numbers.
Yeah, well, no, we had to eat dinner during halftime, so football was not, it was kind of crazy in my house during football season.
Yeah.
We're like, oh no, it's football season again. I wanted to build a bridge over football season.
Mhm.
It
Not
was-
so much baseball.
Oh no, my father coached baseball, and I grew up watching him coach, and so I love baseball. I actually, and my kids play baseball.
Oh, great.
I
Yeah.
love, one of my sons is a lefty pitcher.
Oh, nice.
At Riverwood High School, and I actually love baseball because I understand the rules.
Mhm.
I don't understand all the rules of football,
I
and I can never
mentioned-
see the ball.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's at. Like, where is it?
Well, that's the same with hockey, with the puck.
Yeah.
It's so hard to see that
I know,
puck.
but I like hockey
Yeah.
because I'm from Boston.
Yeah, the
right? Well,
Bruins.
you must like hockey. right?
Blackhawks.
Yeah. So I mean, I like hockey. Hockey players are really cute too. So they are just in general across the board. They're cute.
If they have teeth.
Yeah, I know. I think now they do because back in the
Mouth
day
guard.
they didn't have teeth.
Yeah.
So yeah,
They-
crazy.
They fought with their fists.
You know what? I think that's why I like hockey. It's a little rough. I'm a boxer. I box. So I was like, get him.
Now, I mentioned on Facebook yesterday that baseball is a beautiful sport. If you understand the rules,
Uh-huh.
understand the strategies, like yesterday's game, all the strategies that happened,
Right.
of who to pitch, who not to pitch,
Right.
how long they should stay in. It's really a beautiful sport once you really understand it.
So tell me a little bit about your background because I saw that you've been playing forever since you were 5.
Yeah, my parents started me off on organ lessons. Both my sister and I were pretty close in age.
Uh-huh.
We started at the same time, about 5 or 6 years old, and I'm the only one who kind of stuck with it.
You loved it.
Yeah, well, not at first. So my parents were kind of the ones who forced me to practice for a good 10 years
Right.
before I really started to like it, and then gradually grew into loving it.
So, I mean, wow, that's kind of weird because you think like you would love it right away,
Mhm.
but I guess it takes a lot though.
Well, because I'm a teacher now, I teach piano students as well as
Uh-huh.
organ students and such. And at first, most kids don't really love it at first.
Mm-hmm.
They're being forced by their parents, or it's another kind of activity
Right.
for the kids to do. But as soon as they start learning things that they want to play, that's when they really start liking it.
Do you think that's the same for all the other instruments, like somebody who picks up, say, drums or guitar?
Well, usually for those instruments, you start a little bit later.
Right.
Meaning, like to start on drums at 5 or 6 years old is not going to sound
Right.
like
Right.
you'll just hear banging.
I'm just wondering because you hear that they've been playing or singing or doing this from, a very young age.
No, I
so-
think singing, yeah. I think all kids like to. Well, most kids like to sing, I guess.
Right.
My kids are always singing in the car. When I'm driving
always
to school. Yeah.
That doesn't mean it sounds good. But so, do you sing?
Not professionally,
But
but I do sing in the car, and I've sung on stage before.
Oh,
I
you
sing
have?
background vocals as well.
For your groups?
Yeah, for whichever group I'm playing for.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you've been playing since you were 5, and
Mm-hmm.
and you had to, and so you were in Chicago. You started college in Arizona.
Yeah. So I graduated high school in 1995. So that ages me, I guess. Young ages me.
Yeah.
And then I pretty much left Chicago and went to the University of Arizona in Tucson,
Mm-hmm.
which I loved.
Right.
It was like for me, it's a 2.5-year vacation.
Right.
Now, while I was there, my dad got a job in Savannah, Georgia, and it took them close to 2 years to sell their house in the Chicago area.
Right.
So pretty much money ran out, and going to college out of state tuition is still astronomical.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I ended up just following them to Georgia. Once they lived in Savannah for 6 months, I got in-state tuition,
Right.
and I went to Georgia State University,
Right.
which I loved. Yeah.
Right. And you have
Well,
that?
actually, the first time I went for my undergrad, I wasn't loving it as much. Because I think there's a lot of classes you have to take that you don't want to take.
Right.
and
So you weren't. Yeah. Those.
I was getting by.
Right. So that was
Yeah.
all those core classes.
Yeah.
Like English. So now, obviously, you read music.
I didn't enjoy it.
Right. Because they
Um,
say, because I heard that if you can read music, you're supposed to be good at math.
Yeah, music has a lot of fractions in them. Like
Right.
rhythms.
Okay.
They're all subdividing something.
Right.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be good at trigonometry or algebra.
Right.
Or,
It doesn't have. Okay, I get
Yeah.
that. So like the basic math.
correct, yeah.
You're good at. And so, I mean, you have a master's in music from
Yeah,
Georgia
so
State as well.
I went back to Georgia State in 2007, I think, 2007 to 2010, and got my master's degree there.
And you teach. Where do you teach?
At the North Fulton School of Music, they have they rent out a couple of rooms from Cooper Piano. Do you know North Druid Hills and 85 piano store right on the highway?
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, the big piano
Yes, I've
as you
seen
drive
that.
by the
Yes.
highway. And I also teach at Callenwald, which is
Right.
the big mansion in Midtown, or I guess North Druid Hills area.
Right. So but you've taught at the college level as well.
Yeah, I taught at Georgia Tech, or every once in a while they'll have a jazz piano student for me over there.
Right.
So they give me a call, and so it's not. I wasn't a professor. I
Right.
was just teaching different piano classes
Right.
there.
And so, what was I going to say? So it's, I mean, it's exciting. You also have other gigs going on. You have
Yeah.
your groups. You were at Five Seasons Brewery.
And I think it's brewing. Yeah.
Hello, can I talk? And on Roswell Road in Sandy Springs, but you're going to be on the west side.
Yeah, so
That's
I
Steve
actually
from-
had my polka group there
Oh,
a
how fun
couple
is
weeks
that?
back for
I love to hear.
Oktoberfest.
Look at this. See what he brought me?
Little
Yay.
gift.
I got a CD. I'm excited. Yay.
Yeah, that CD actually just came out about 3 weeks ago.
I know you had a
Doing pretty
release
well.
party there.
Yeah, well, actually, my release one was at the Five Seasons Brewing.
Right. And one was
One was
at
at Eddie's Attic.
I saw
yeah.
that. Yeah. See?
And then, thanks for following.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm watching you.
And then I'll be back in a couple weeks at the West Side
The
location.
west side, that's
For
new,
the Five
that's
Seasons.
relatively new. It's either just opened or, like, you know what, somebody tell me.
Maybe the room is new, that they're having music.
I think they're just opening.
Yeah.
I think there was a grand opening and I couldn't go to it, whenever it was, or if it's coming up. So
Yeah.
whatever it is, but it's happening.
Yeah.
So that's great. The west side is really, has got a lot going on over
Yeah,
there. Like
it's
North
pretty
Side
cool.
Tavern. I mean, have you been there?
Yeah, I've been going there since '98.
Yeah, because,
I love the blues.
right, so it's
Yeah,
great.
friends-
So do you
friends
love all
play
kinds of music?
Yeah, I play in a polka band. Jazz is my main main love. So
Right.
I play in my different jazz bands on the organ, piano. I play in a salsa band called Orquesta Macuba.
Oh, that's fun.
Have you ever been to Loca Luna?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sometimes there on Saturdays and Wednesdays with Macuba.
Well, you'll have to let me know so I can let everybody else know when you're there.
Yeah,
So you'll have to message me or something on Facebook.
sure, yeah.
And let me know so I can let everybody know so we can go there and dance.
I'm there quite a bit. On Saturdays, there's sometimes up to 100 to 200 people dancing out there.
How fun is that?
Yeah.
I love
We're
it.
usually an 8 or 9 piece salsa band. I play piano. in that one.
Nice. I love that. That is so fun. And so when is your gig on the west side?
I want to say November 18th or 19th.
Okay, so right
You
before
know,
Thanksgiving.
if I don't look at my calendar,
Right.
they get my memory is not so great.
Well, that's okay. So you'll let me know so I can let everybody else know and we can post it on, I can post it on my Living Atlanta. I'm putting it on my Living Atlanta page on my website.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, let me know what you got going on. And
Mhm.
so where can people find out more about you?
MatthewKaminsky.com. So that's MatthewKaminsky.com.
And do you have any Facebook page or anything like that?
Yeah, just look up Braves Organist. So on Twitter, all the Braves fans have followed me there. I've got about 10,000 followers.
Wow.
Which is crazy, isn't it?
Yay. That's great.
And I love them all.
Of course.
and,
Of course you do.
and then on Facebook, I have a Braves Organist page there. I use Twitter a lot during actually the baseball games because people will request songs and want to talk about why I played something.
Fun.
So
Okay, so if you have a request during the game, you can tweet.
yeah,
I
tweet
love it.
at Braves Organist.
There you go. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Living Atlanta. This one is for Jenny Daimler, Ray Kennedy, and Nicole Wheatley. Thanks for liking my Just Steph and my Living Atlanta pages. All right. Hey.
Hope I wasn't talking too much.
No, you were great.
Oh, good.
Are you kidding me? That was really good information because I didn't know some of that stuff.
Oh, good.
So I'm glad to know that where you're at. It's fun.
Yeah, every year with the Braves, I do a fair amount of radio and TV interviews.
Right.
So if you listen to some of them from my first or second season,
Uh-huh.
you could hear all the ums coming in. And I would have to search for things to say. But after, every year,
Well, you're gathering
good.
more stuff and you're doing more.
yeah.
Okay, let's see who's here. Hi, Nino Pep. Hey, Sue. Hi, Kenny. Hey, Barbara. All right, kids.
Yeah, 4 live. Nice.
Yeah,
I never quite know how that all works.
yeah, but
because-
when I go, they'll come in and out,
Mhm,
and
yeah.
then in the end, you'll say
That's
you
a good
had
300.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they'll come in and out because people can't always stay for a whole hour,
Mhm,
and but this will get posted after.
mhm.
And,
Oh, very
people
cool.
can watch it and they'll find out what's going on and they'll find out more about you and yeah, so it'll all be good. So, yeah. All right. So who was lots of Cubs fans out there. So
Oh,
Stephanie
nice.
is a Cubs fan. Dia is a
Nice.
Cubs fan.
Go Cubs.
Yay.
Go Braves too.
I know.
So this is the Cubs year. Maybe next year is the Braves year.
There you go. The Braves are going to go to the World
Yeah.
Series in their new park. I could probably walk to that park.
Oh, really?
From my house. Like it's
Oh,
probably
good.
2
So
miles.
I could stay at your place
Sure.
if there's traffic.
Yeah, sure. You know what? I was thinking, I could actually walk. It's like a 2-mile walk.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't walk it
In
because.
Smyrna, or
Well, I live in
Or
I'm
Vinings, I guess.
right over the river in Fulton.
Mhm.
But I could find a way like that were back roads and get
Yeah.
there, and but I would probably Uber
yeah.
to get me close. It'd probably be like a $3 Uber ride.
That's what I'm worried about. I live in Lilburn, so on the I guess the northeast side, near Stone Mountain.
Right.
So I'd have to go 285 west, which I could get
have
there
to go
about 3 or
early.
3:30.
Right. Get there
Yeah.
early.
Well, I usually get there at Turner Field. I get there at 4:00.
Right.
But I think I'll have to get there a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Now we have friends who live around there too, and I said, if there's tons of traffic, I might have to call you.
Yeah. No kidding. So you have people that will cover for you? Are you saying?
No, if I don't want to sit through traffic for an hour,
Oh, you can
I
go
just go
there.
to their house and
Go to
crash.
their house and hang. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, we're going back. Hey, that's a kind of a new one from Maroon 5. I like that. Don't want to know?
My wife loves what's his name? Adam Levine.
Oh God. Yeah, I like him too. All right, kids, you wanted to know where to go this weekend. You've been waiting for Living Atlanta. All right, so what are you doing this weekend?
More with the kids. Actually, my wife is in San Diego on a business trip.
Uh-huh.
She's a speech pathologist at the VA.
Nice.
So she has a conference over there she's actually speaking at.
Great.
So I'm alone with the kids.
So you're on daddy duty.
Daddy duty.
Daddy duty.
I think actually Home Depot has this program for kids where they make stuff. Have you ever seen that?
You know, I think they did that back when my kids were younger too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
you'll
we'll
go.
take them there and then to the park. And,
Right.
Maybe watch a movie or so.
Right. Keep them busy
Yeah.
so that they go to bed.
Mm-hmm. So they go to bed tired.
Well, yeah. I mean, and then it's easy. It's a little bit easier when they're busy.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So this is where the Queen of Leisure is going to be tonight. I am heading to Huey. I'm going to go to Hal's first. You know, I'm going to Hal's. I mean, everybody knows I'm going to Hal's. I'll be at Hal's for a little bit, and then I am going over to Huey Louie's for the Falcons meetup. With Kenny's kickoff crew, and then a little bit after that, I think I'm going to probably head up to Sage for a little dancing tonight. And tomorrow, I'm going to be at New York Prime for the happy hour. Oh, I thought he was waving. I'm going to be at New York Prime for a happy hour, and then I have a date.
Oh.
So we'll see. We'll see
Will
with
you
that.
tell the listeners about that next week?
It depends on the date. It depends on if it's it's all fun. So, and then Saturday I'm going to do my cardioblast class in the morning, which I always like to do. And I have, I'm going to go to Simmy's monthly soiree Saturday night at the Le Meridian. And then Sunday night I'm heading out with a girlfriend. I don't know where exactly we're going, but I am going out. So Sunday night, I don't have my kids this weekend. So they're with their dad, and I'm going to try and get some stuff done and go out and have some fun. Yeah, just have some fun. All right, so Deb Bowman is she is at Grain on a Friday 6 to 9, and then this Saturday she is at the Ritz-Carlton in Buckhead, and from 9:30 to 12:30 a.m. and she is performing with the Mondo Band. She's also doing a jazz cabaret in November 11th and 12th at the Atlanta Lyric Studio in Marietta Square, and that's at 8 p.m. DJ Vanessa Hunley is at G's tonight doing musicology karaoke, and then Sunday Fun Day karaoke. And I know this, Vanessa is going to be our DJ for Simmy's party, so I'm going to see you there, Vanessa. I have something for you. And okay, Johnny Perazzo, he is at Whiskey Mistress on Wednesdays at 7 p.m., Friday 6:30, and Saturday at 7 p.m. Go over there and see him. He's awesome. He's a lot of fun. He's got a great vibe, a lot of good energy, and he's been around town for a long time. Always, every night, there's music at Dixie Tavern, City Winery, Venkman's, and Smith's Old Bar. You can just look on the Just Steph Living Atlanta page, and as well on juststeph.com, Living Atlanta, to find out what's going on at all those places. 37 Main in Beaufort has adult trivia. Tonight, Johnny's Hideaway is dancing lessons with Dancing David from 7 to 8. And Thursdays at the Velvet Note is always an open mic jam, and that's 8 p.m. to midnight, and you can meet and greet with all your musician friends. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I've actually performed there quite a bit.
Really?
The Velvet Note, it's up in Alpharetta.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been there yet. And
nice place.
I try to go. I'm trying to go to I try to go to different places so I can see it. Just so many in Atlanta to do, and so I can't always get there. So I'm getting there. Well,
I wanted to mention that I've played with Dynamo Deb Bowman a couple times, and I always love playing with Deb. Actually, she'll be, I think, singing with my band at that Five Seasons Brewing opening. the
You know
West Side
what?
Opening.
She is singing there.
Yeah.
She is singing.
And I think we'll be backing her up. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
See that? Deb, we're looking out for you. We love you. Okay, so supply and demand always is Code Thursdays from 8:30 to 3 a.m. Ladies get free champagne until 11:30. Crema Espresso Gourmet in Dunwoody has trivia night from 7 to 9. Now Friday night, Flashback Fridays at Red Martini. Red Sky has dueling pianos, and the Whiskey Mistress, it starts with Johnny Perazzo, and then a little later is going to be the Rick Seymour Band, and always Billy Allen jumps in and gets a song in, and it's all super fun. Go see my favorite bartenders over there, Danny Donovan, Frank, and Jeff Lee, so they're a lot of fun. Now Rat Pack, Mark Phillips was here last week. He is at the Strand and with the Rat Pack 8 to 10 p.m. and then tickets start at $21, and they're performing all their Rat Pack hits. Cosmopolitan Live has the Breakfast Club, which is the 80s tribute band at 9 p.m. Saturday is their free Cardio Blast workout at Body Design Personal Training in Midtown. It starts at 10 o'clock. It's 45 minutes, and they will run your butt off through Georgia Tech, which is, I do this every Saturday, and it's so fun. I love it. It's a great group. They have a lot of energy, and this particular personal training studio, they really care about the community. They do a lot of events. Bone Garden Cantina has the Day of the Dead celebration from 11 to 11. This is Saturday night. Enjoy food and drink specials all day long. There's a Swanee Wine Festival at Swanee Town Center, and Kicks 105.5. It's blonde. You know what? I tried to get in on this game, but I was too late. Next year, I think. Blondes versus brunettes flag football.
Oh, wow.
At Atlanta. It's at the historic Fourth Ward Skate Park, and it's to benefit Alzheimer's. I know that's my friend Joey Gouge's his gig. He likes to support this, and so I always want to support my friends. And next year I'm going to play this because I'm all about the brunettes. I'm sorry, I'm just all about the brunettes.
Unless your hair's dyed.
Yeah, well, mine is dyed too, but it's brunette. So, and then also Saturday night is Simmy's monthly soiree at the swanky Le Meridian Hotel, right? OTP at the Perimeter, and it's 8 to 1. It's free, and there's a cocktail. It's a cocktail and social event. Everyone is welcome. Please invite your friends. At Cosmopolitan Live, this is a good one too. It's Douglas Cameron. You know Douglas? He's live with his 17-piece orchestra at 9 p.m. and it's $15. Sunday, 00 now on North Decatur Road it's a free Hamilton Cellars wine tasting from 5:30 to 7 p.m. That's Sunday. Johnny McCracken's on the Square in Marietta has karaoke night every. You know what? I think this is where I'm going Sunday night. I'm going to go do karaoke.
Karaoke.
I am.
Do you have a song?
I have a couple.
Your jam?
Yeah, I have a couple. Yeah, I do. I can sing Fever really good.
Oh, nice.
I'm low.
Like a lead.
Yeah, it's an alto. I'm low. I'm
Yeah.
probably even below an alto.
Tenor.
Yeah. So yeah, probably.
Oh,
And
there
I
you
like
go. Some oldies.
I'm a doo-woppy kind of girl.
Oh, nice.
I love doo-wop. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Whiskey Mistress is Sin Sundays. They have prime rib on Sunday evening on the back deck if it's good weather, and live music, and that's service industry night, not just really sinning. It's service industry night. And 37 Main has music trivia and all-you-can-eat crab legs for $25 and $2 Miller Lite drafts. Johnny's Hideaway is Sunday night live music is the Stephen Lee Band, and it's 8:30. It's a $5 cover. Huey Lewis is tonight on Thursday night.
Yeah, not Huey Lewis.
No, not Huey Lewis in the news. It's Huey Lewis at, and that's tonight is the Falcons meetup because Sunday the Falcons aren't playing.
Yeah,
It's
Thursday
tonight.
night. Yeah, Thursday night football.
It's Thursday night. I don't know when that happened. It was just Monday night.
3 years ago, 4 years ago,
I know,
was
but
it?
it's like you can't. Why do they have to have Thursday night too? It's ridiculous.
It's all about the money.
I know. Okay, so Wednesday the 19th, the Audio Prism Show Season 1 Thank You Party is at G's Midtown. I will be there because I've been on her show a couple times, and we're going to have a good time there. And so that's it. So looking ahead, that's what I have for all the big stuff that's going on. But if you want to know everything that's going on, and you don't want to go to Creative Loafing or Facebook or bands in town, but you want to see it all in one place, you can go to my juststeph.com and subscribe to my Living Atlanta page for $1, just under $1 a month, and you'll have all of this. Plus, you'll get a free download of my my book. It's an ebook.
Oh, wonderful.
And more to come. So there'll be more coming in 2017 for that. So if you want to know what's going on everywhere, you know, half price apps, all of that stuff. If you want to know all of those detailed information, you need to subscribe to my page, and find out everything what's going on in and around this city. So looking ahead, New York Prime is saluting our veterans on 11/11. If you are a vet, you get a free entree. So I know John Hyatt, you can go there to New York Prime on 11/11 and get a free entree. And on 11/12, oh no, you can't go on 11/11. You're coming to my house, so you can't go then. But on the 12th of November is Great Gatsby Gala at Spring Hall, and on the 18th, Electric Ave is at Smith's Old Bar. And
I know those guys.
yeah, they're great. Kevin is,
wonderful.
you know Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin Spencer.
Yes, he's super nice. Yeah, he's great. And on the 18th and here it is, the 18th to the 19th.
Yeah, I just looked it up in my phone too.
It's a pre-opening of 5 Seasons West Side Jazz and Blues Club, and I know why I can't go. I'll be in Boston. So that's for the
maybe I could Facebook Live it.
You should do it.
Yeah.
You could do this. Look it. You can rig it up
and Periscope.
Absolutely. You can rig it up, and we can see it.
Mm-hmm.
So please do that, because then I'll watch from Boston, from wherever I may be. And then on 12/31, which is New Year's Eve, the Indigo Girls are at City Winery,
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm gathering all your holiday things to do, and it's going to all be on my Living Atlanta page. But I will have a dedicated show, Living Atlanta, which will have all this Christmas and New Year's stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what's happening here now. My Boston peeps birthdays, Carolyn Michaelman, Stacy Coleman, and Derek Lopolato. Happy birthday. Next week I have John Hyatt, the coach on the square, will be on with me. He's our resident life coach. He's super
Okay.
fun. Yeah.
Well, there's a famous John Hyatt as well. Who's
Yes.
A singer-songwriter.
You know what? I do know that. And then after that, I have Rusty, and then it's a Thanksgiving break, and we'll do a rerun on Thanksgiving. Don't you think, Jazzy? Yeah. And but you know what? You know what's exciting is on the 1st, I have Caitlin Pratt, who is Fox newscaster.
Yeah.
So she's going to be on
Very
with
cool.
me, and then I have Simi is going to be on with me. Simi. On the 8th, we're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to talk about what he's got going on, because I know he's involved with a bunch of events going on here in Atlanta, and man, can he pack in the crowd, this guy. He does events.
Yeah.
He packs them in. Everybody
Wow.
loves this guy. He's awesome. And then I have Chris Fitzy coming in on the 15th, and we're going to talk about holiday depression. And working through that, and thriving through the holidays, and because I know it's kind of hard for a lot of people to enjoy the holidays. It's a hard time for a lot of people, but it'll be fun. It's going to be upbeat, so don't think it's going to be sad, because we always have fun at the Just Steph show. And on the 22nd, Rusty will be back, and the 29th we're going to do a special show on New Year's resolutions with my trainer from the gym, Sig Scott, and then I'm hoping John Hyatt will come back, and we'll talk about New Year's resolutions. And on the 5th of January, I have Henry from Henry's Louisiana restaurant up
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Mhm.
I forget his last name. Is that bad?
I've heard of that. It's a restaurant.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm going to have him. So you can check me out on Facebook. I'm Just Steph, my Living Atlanta page. I'm on Twitter at Steph Palermo, YouTube. I'm on Instagram, Just Steph1. I'm all over the place, and all of this will be posted later. Will you come back?
I'd love to.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been
Thank
great.
you.
All right, kids. I'll see y'all next week. You know I love you all. Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby. Love you.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, kids. All right. Here we go.